everyone, this is Anna from Lexmi Journals. Thank you so much for joining me today to have a look at these new journals that I just finished. And one of them is themed Sojourner and the other one is the Storyteller. So they're both very similar in a way in that I've used more or less the same images, and they both reflect the attitude that people had in the Middle Ages of life, and how they went into the mythical and into the fantasy, just slipped in there so easily and created all these wonderful myths around life. So this is their reality, and this is what I have done. I have worked on their own reality rather than our reality, and I think that's fun. It's fun to have a bit of their reality now. So this is the Sojourner, and as you can see, I've used this lovely, this beautiful lime green color, and there's a bit of lime inside this image, as you can see, so it blends in so well, and it has been framed, framed here with a bit of gold on the sides, and I have this leaf image on the spine, and the back has got a bit of this image as well, this leaf, the gold leaf. And I have this seam binding ribbon, which I've left the color that it is, this white, off-white, like sugar white color. And the reason why I did that was because I wanted it to bring out the color of the dress. So I kind of worked with images and colors and all that together on these covers, because I thought it's quite important to do that in a way in journals like this. So let's have a look at it inside. It's a very it's not a very big, thick, large journal, and it is a traveler's notebook. So it's 13.5 width by 21 centimeters. And here I used original marble paper, which has a bit of silver in it as well. It's just a stunning color, and I thought it would go so well with the color on the front. So this is an original paper, and I left this side as well because I thought it looks nice as it opens up. And there's a front page that comes from the Graphics Fairy. I've used quite a few images from there, and there's a side pocket here and a bit of music, and I'm going to add quite a few bits and pieces, ephemera and things, which I haven't finished doing, but I will be adding those in the book. So it'll come with ephemera, and it'll be medieval ephemera, so it'll be lovely. And this is the lady with the lion, and I was referring to her also on Instagram. It's a medieval image here, and how the lion is so close to her, and it walks by her, and the little lamb is jumping around, and the lamb and the lion, there you are, or the lion and the lamb. And there's a side, here is some decoration on the side, and this is an assemblage that I just put together, just a few images here. This comes from the Graphics Fairy as well, and this is a little piece by Tim Holt's piece, and this is Anna Griffin. So lots of bits and pieces of different papers, and this stunning image here, and you know how much I like these images. And this is another design here that I attached on the page. It's actually a bookmark by Medieval Mirage, and so I used that. And this is a Medieval Mirage paper here. And there's also a piece that I've detached, and I have kind of cut it around so it frames the corner of the page nicely, and some lace. There's plenty of writing space here. This is a beautiful image as well, and she's running after a fairy. And a corner pocket, and some Indian paper here. There's another, and it's all about reflection and the journey of life, and romance, and what is behind what is behind all this. And behind all this is the human spirit, which is always the same, and we always have to fight our battles, but at different times our battles have different shapes, but they're all the same battles. They just look different, but they actually all are the same. There's a little card there to write on, and there's another image by Medieval Mirage, which I cut around and added on the page just to give it more interest. And there's a little, like a story here, cut onto and attached onto this. This is a sticker that I made, and these are the ladies that are sending the men to battle, and they're bidding them farewell. And there's a corner pocket here. Again, you know, the whole journey of life and the battles that we have to have with it. There's another sticker of the Colosseum, and here is some more of that Medieval Mirage paper with a bit of Dürer in it. And there's an old theatre design, and I've used these stickers before. And there's a corner here, just a corner design of some hand marbled paper. And this is by Medieval Mirage with a bit of writing on it. These are the two ladies here of the times. I just love this image. I adore this image, and I added some of this paper here just to give it a little bit of a frame, let's say, on the side. And there's another Medieval Mirage picture here in Venice, and I sewed this on to this sari silk, this leaf, and just also it looks nice hanging out of the journal. There's a lot of, you can see the paper has been dyed deeply here. This is another scene where either it is hello or farewell, and there's this lady sitting on a horse. And this is actually a bookmark by Graphics Fairy. I found it's really lovely. It's got some really lovely bookmarks of these mythical animals, mythical creatures. This is by Medieval Mirage. And this is a Dürer that has been, you know, with further designing here on the page. And there's a side pocket here, and an owl, a wise owl. These are some creatures, a rhinoceros, and they're by Dürer, and I adore Dürer, so wherever I can I add Dürer. And this is a Medieval Mirage page. There's some quotes here. This comes from a fairy tale scrapbook paper. There's a bit more of designing here. And this is celestial, and again, in our journey in life we come close to the stars and study sometimes the stars, and with a lot of respect and wonder, and especially at those times that part of that world was new, and they were studying it with so much care, so much interest. So there's this this is the Storyteller, the image of the Storyteller, which I added on this one because I just love this image. And there's some paper here on the side, and some more here. So I basically decorated most of the pages so that, you know, there's interest in the book. There's another beautiful image of an angel visiting this lady playing the piano and piano forte, and there's the journey. You can see the boats here, and there's a journey there, and lots of beautiful flowers around. So I just think this is a very special image, and I love the violet on the dress. Might become a cover, who knows. Some more of this of these mythical animals. And this is another image that I love so much, and it is a Nordic gods image, and the colors are just beautiful. I love the colors, and they're flying. They're above the surface, and that's, you know, freedom to pursue one's desires, one's hopes in life. More of this lovely medieval mirage paper here with some Florentine paper, and all this coffee dyed paper here. There's a image of a palace, which reminds me a lot of Hampton Court, and that comes from the Graphics Fairy. It's a card, and it goes there. And there's another celestial image here, and that comes from the Dots Inspiration Shop. And I've mixed and matched lots of things here in this book, and I just absolutely love this one because it's got the blue, and the blue is just really the rusts and the blue are just amazing. And there's another sticker here. Here's the knight fighting, well, the breath of the dragon. We haven't seen a dragon yet. We can't see a dragon in this painting, but the breath of the dragon is here in the cave, and there's fire. So the knight is fighting his dragon, and as we all are fighting at the moment, especially, we are all fighting. And we're hoping to fight away all these dragons that are around us. And so this is another image here, and it's printed on a glassine paper, so it's quite it's transparent as well. And these are marks from the marbling, and I've left them there. And this is the marble paper, and the Ex Libris comes from the Graphics Fairy. So this is one of the books. This is the Sojourner. And now we're going to have a look at the Storyteller. And there she is. And as you can see, there's a bit of pink here, and it brings out the pink of her yarn that she's holding and unfolding while she's ready to tell her story, or to think of her story, and to create something. Here is there is more leaf on the spine, and leaf on the back, so they're very similar in that way. These two journals, I made them very similar, and they're very similar as well inside. So I'll go through this a little bit faster, and I don't want to tire you out. So there's this crinkled seam binding in this one, and again pink rose, the color of rose, really light and lovely. And here we have some paper that is a Japanese paper, this one, for the end papers, and I thought that it goes very well with the spirit and the theme of the book, of the journal, and also with the colors. And it's got the golds in there, and it's just in light blue. It's just beautiful. And here is the sticker that I used in the other book, with the ladies preparing their knights for battle. There's a title page here from the Medieval Mirage. This is from the Graphics Fairy, digital stamp. Here is the knight fighting the breath of the dragon again, and now she's telling the story. She's telling the story of the journey. So this is the concept, the way I thought of this. So there's a side pocket here with a love, a sticker, but it's wire, so it's not paper, and it's a lovely sticker. And there's the couple again, flying on the sky. Here is another design here on the side of the page, and this it looks a bit almost like it's part of the whole sort of combination of what I've done here. And here's another digital print here, a digital stamp, and another one with the same fabric, with the same sari silk, another piece, and with the leaf. Here is the lady with the lion, and I can't help admiring how adoringly the lion is looking at her. And there's a little tuck spot here, corner. There's again this image of the lady who's running after her fairy, who's throwing rose petals on the ground. And there's another corner pocket. And there's the knight, and this one there is this knight, the other one doesn't have the knight, and he is talking to the bird. And that's another very, very Nordic look of this image, and it's again one of my favorites, so I added it into this book in the side pocket. There's a juror. This comes from the Medieval Mirage. This graphic, beautiful graphics she's done as well. Colosseum, and there's that card. So here what I've done is I've used the black and white a bit, and then I used the color to blend in. These two ladies again in the market, and they're just holding her book, and they're both looking cautiously around them. Yes, this is a clock tower, and another digital stamp. This is again the lady with the violet dress talking to the angel, and there's a boat arriving in the harbor, which would have been the end of a journey. Or the return of a journey. And this is another Dürer image. And this is, you see his signature of Dürer. Beautiful. Another little corner tuck spot. There's King Arthur in his deathbed. And these are the ladies of the court. And everybody is there to say farewell to him on the island of Avalon. And this is the end of his journey in this world. And this is another beautiful medieval mirage image. Another side pocket here, that sticker with this old monastery. There's this lady again, looking at the sea on her feet. Sometimes we look a little bit too far, and so we don't see what is right in front of us, and that's the way I interpret this one. There's a corner pocket here, theater, and there's this image of the skies again, celestial image, a bit of a sticker here. This is a medieval mirage image. Again, life and this spiral and all the significance of that. And a corner there. And finally, this is the end. End papers on both here. And this is the Luxembourg stamp and the Ex Libris, which again comes from the Graphics Fairy. So there it is. So both the journals will be up uploaded on Etsy this Sunday at 8 p.m. UK time. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to upload them. I don't know what happens. It just, there's a bit of a, but be patient. If you're after a book, one of these books, they'll be separate. And yes, be patient with Etsy. Be patient with Etsy and Wi-Fi and the world as it is at the moment. Thank you so much for joining me today for this video and this flip through, and these books are very close to my heart because the theme is very close to my heart. The journey, the destination, the process, the battles, everybody's personal battles, and the beauty of life, and how close we can be to our fulfilling our dreams if we try hard enough, and everything is possible. So thank you so much again, and take care. Lots of love from me, and we will be talking again soon. Bye bye.